Hi girl.
Hello.
How you doing?
How have you been?
Yes, we hope you've been holding up well. We have a nice light video today. Yes, so we're actually having something different for a change. We're having some gin. So we're having this really amazing gin called Beef Eater. It is so good. It's really good. It's good. It doesn't.
I endorse it.
Yes, it doesn't.
Natural meat.
Yeah, that's the reason I like it.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like alcohol. Yeah,
because we mixed it with tonic and some crest because we don't got no lemons. So it's really good. Got it from ShopRite for 1,500. Yeah, 1,515, and it was on sale. So I guess the prices will go up because they'll be officially launching in the market this month. So yeah, it's really good. If you're a gin person, if you're looking for something nice that won't burn you during, your chill sessions or pre-gaming, it's a good option. So in today's video,
first of all, today we're not, I don't know what, we don't have an excuse for freeing the nipple, but we are tired of being caged. And the topic today allows it, so yes, hence free the nipple. Guys,
no one is wearing a bra.
We're letting loose today. Yeah.
So what's the topic?
We're talking about, is it okay for your friend, or in this case for us, to hook up with our friend's ex or someone your friend was pushing with, as Sandra Nzioki says it.
I want to tell you, hold on, what?
Kama mlikuwa mna push na mtu, is it okay for your friend to dandia that mali? Is it? What do you think?
Let me tell you something. If there's something I've lived by, I've never, thankfully, thank God, I've never had that experience where a friend hooked up with my ex or vice versa. Because I think, like we mentioned in the previous video, I have very few friends. And our friendship does not have room for insecurity and mistrust. And for that reason, my friend has to be able to be comfortable to leave me and her boyfriend in the same room and know nothing will happen.
Excuse me, louder?
Yes. Like you need to be able to, how like when you go to your girl's house, you all are just chilling in the room. Maybe you need to leave and go somewhere, the boyfriend comes, you're all chilling in the room, then she goes to shower. She needs to have the security of knowing that even if I am in the shower, they won't do anything.
Exactly.
Because personally, I can't live with that insecurity of, what if my friend and my man's, or my ex, like I can't have that worry of, because personally for me, if me and my ex stop talking, first of all, my boyfriend and my friends are not friends. There has to be that boundary, number one.
Excuse me.
You guys can talk if you need to.
Yeah, when
you'll
meet.
have each other's numbers because something can happen to me and you need to reach whoever. But other than that, generally you're not meant to be friends. Mnaambiana, hamjuani, mnajuana juu yangu. So what are you talking about? So generally, my friends and my boyfriends are not even friends. So if we've broken up and then all of a sudden you guys are friends, hold on sis, what are y'all talking about?
Okay, first of all, that point for you need to be okay with your friend and your significant other chilling or being in situations together, because I read this tweet on Twitter would you let your friend, like me now, Sam, and now if Sam has a girlfriend, would me and Sam go on a trip without her? And I'm like, yeah, kwani? I mean,
some are friends.
We're besties. What do you mean we can't go on a trip? Or does Sam let her his significant other go on a trip with a boy? I mean, yes, by all means. I mean, kwani, am I jailing you? How kojela? You see, if I don't trust you with a friend of mine, who else will I trust you with?
I think that's the most important thing you said. Trust. Trust is keyword.
Yeah.
In most cases, when a male and a female are best friends, it is not believed to be just that. Or if you're just friends, people are waiting for it to lead up to something. So for that reason, that mistrust will be there, because for you, if something happens, the first person you want to call is Sam, because Sam is your best friend.
Yes.
Now, if you have a partner, not that you need to cut off some, but you need to reduce your reliance on some because you have this whole other new person in your life, and you don't want them to feel like now they have to compete with some for your time, for your attention, for so generally people have this perception of male and female best friends. I used to believe in male and female best friends until I didn't. Wow.
Story for another day.
And so I don't do that anymore. My best friend is my man's.
No, what happens if your man's has a female best friend?
I'm your best friend, sir.
Excuse me. So now the relationship breaks because of
No, I don't mean it breaks. I mean I'm your best friend, then you have your other best friend.
You don't mind her being there.
No, I don't. It just depends on how frequently. Like if it comes to a point where I feel like I have to compete with this person.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, not
Get
to
your
compete,
stuff together.
Not to compete. Not at every time at you I'm with my best friend, but you need to understand that the relationship was there before yours. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So if they were to go on a trip together, you shouldn't cause. I mean, walijuana before, whatever. So who are you to come into the relationship and say at you're not supposed to be doing this, and they were doing it before, or they had planned it before you came. That's what I mean. So another thing, who is a friend? Because me, if to be honest, I cannot even dream of doing anything with Kogi's man, because it's Kogi's man. I mean, but who is a friend? Your inner circle or your outer circle, or what do you think?
Generally, it doesn't matter if you're inner, outer, as long as you qualify under friend. Especially inner, you don't even have an excuse. I mean,
inner is right. But I feel like, okay, like a friend of mine and me have the same taste in men. And I feel like if she was to have anything with my exes or exes or anyone I've done anything with, I wouldn't mind.
But I think generally it would be awkward. It's like, I'll give you a situation, let's say me and you. Then, for example, you start dating my ex. Me and my ex were together for like 4 years. You're my close friend. But it's awkward because you're talking about this guy who I was with 4 years ago. It's just awkward. Like, there are 19 billion people in the world. Out of
no, there are 19 billion
we're not
people. We're not using that.
There's so many men, as in, kwa watu wote, uliona tu uyu ex wangu
what
mmoja.
if they're clicking? What if they were meant to be?
Meant to be where? How many cases are those where a friend hooks up with a friend's ex and is... Personally, I don't mind, especially if it's something that's already like in the past.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm done with it, what I wanted to say is the situation is what dictates whether I'm okay with it or I'm not. Because if, for example, I am with someone, then we break up and we broke up on good terms. You get, like my ex, we broke up on good terms. So I hated him, but there was nothing we could have done. So I'd be like, hey, you're with him. It's okay, it's cool. He didn't cheat on me. I'm not bitter. I'm not anything. It's whatever, But if I'm still in love with that person, and then you and your ratchet ass is coming to you to do what with him, it's gonna be trouble. Nitakutumia guns. Joke with me.
You use juju.
God protect me. But anyway, what I meant is, first of all, I don't believe in blind loyalty.
What is blind loyalty?
So in your case, I know for sure whatever happens, I don't think I would date your ex, because you're in my inner circle. And I just feel weird. I wouldn't even tell you.
That's what I mean. It's just so weird. Because
you
see how like we always talk like, oh, how was your date? How was this? And then now we talk about this person who I used to fuck with for like a long time. It's just awkward.
I know. And the reason why you broke up is probably the reason why we'll break up anyway. So, because if it's a friend of mine who, there are friends who you talk to, but you're not really friends per se. Like, the people who come to rant to you, or you've been talking, they're not really your friends because they've not proved themselves, or you're not really as close, but they find you trustworthy, so they come and tell you all your problems and stuff like that. I don't consider those as my friends. You get, like, it's someone I know, because you don't know me. My friend is someone who knows me, who knows Sheila will do this, Sheila Akouku, who knows what is happening in my life. So if you don't know what is happening, then you're not I might be your friend, but you're not my friend. So mtu kama huyo akicome through with my mans, I don't have any problem because they don't owe me any loyalty and I also don't owe them any loyalty, you see. So if I was to separate with my mans and they feel that, hey, that's greener pastures, by all means I won't catch feelings because they didn't even know why we broke up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just feel like this issue is so dicey. Like there's no yes or no answer because there's so many things. Yeah, it
like
all
it's the actual.
depends.
You remember when we used to be asked something yes, no, then your answer was just it depends. This is that situation.
Yes, no, maybe I don't know. But
Yeah.
I'm generally so open-minded. As long as I don't have feelings for the guy anymore, it's whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah, for me, I think my logic is just generally there's so many people in this world. Out of all the people you'd have hooked up, as in kuna watu wengi.
Hakuna logic yote afadhali.
Kuna watu wengi.
Maybe you were just passing by your man's. Maybe your man's is supposed to be with your friend. No,
generally there's so many men like.
But maybe they're soulmates. What do you mean?
No, if they're soulmates, we'll know they're soulmates. For soulmates, you don't make that shit up.
How will you know?
It's like looking at a Gucci bag. You can tell the difference between a knockoff and an original bag. It's the same thing. With the case of soulmates, you can tell.
But you think you, Kogi, for example, Mimi, God forbid, me and Mr. P, actually now we are soulmates. You guys are broken up. You think you'll have the patience that we are soulmates. Oh, you will be fuming. Nitafuta gari yangu kuja nawe. So really, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very thin line. And what do you think about being friends with your partner's ex's friend? Do I need to repeat?
You know, like you being friends with Mr. P's ex.
Yeah.
I don't mind, to be honest. Like, if
you for yourself, would you do it?
Yeah, why not? Not because that I want to spite her or anything. If she's a good person, then she's a good person.
No, but if the other person's intentions are not, you get that.
Oh,
no.
You
know how girls are very
force it.
protective.
Yeah,
like if Ndegwa bumps into someone who's dating one of my exes, she's going to pry and get as much information as she can, and she's gonna call me like, girl, do you know who I met today?
Yeah, it's true.
And then
actually,
you give me all the information. So now I found myself in the situation where I was the information. It wasn't me, my friend, calling me to tell me. It was someone else's friend calling them to tell them about me.
Oh, so that's why you set me up as CCTV. That's a different case.
It's a different case. Guys,
let me tell you, girls are FBI's. Don't be lied to at you. I'm going to lie to her. We know your nini. We know your blood type.
Sheila, Beverly, they're my CCTV. Bev is an unpaid and endorsed quiet CCTV. Sheila is an update. You see, I don't know if any of you have watched Lion King, but the way they normally ask, what's the name of the bird? Today's update. That is Sheila's job.
Yes. Hey, me I be in the streets checking, spying. Hey, you. Let me tell you something. If you lie to a girl, either she's not interested in you, or she has deeply fallen for you, or the situations don't allow her to know that you're lying. Otherwise,
girls know these things. Like girls know, even without, we have that. I don't know if men have this. Me, I've never been a man, so I don't know. Well, women have this intuition thing that tells you, girl, there is something. There is just something off about something, It just lets you know.
It's true.
And you don't have anything solid. I'll give you an example of my auntie. My auntie and my uncle were married for like 18 years. Then after 18 years, my uncle decides he wants to be polygamous. Yeah.
Are you serious?
So my auntie didn't have anything solid to say that my husband is having something with someone else. But they had gone to her mom's house in Shags, and the next day when she woke up, she said, I had a dream. And in the dream, you told me everything. I mean, in the dream, this and this happened. About him cheating and stuff. He believed in the dream, so he spilled everything. She didn't know shit. She just had that intuition. Initially, she'd been lying it, but that night she couldn't sleep well. So the next day, she decided to just confront him with a bluff. And he said everything. Like, all the tea, how long they've been together, and then the other lady was expecting a son. So it was After 18 years of marriage, mind you, it's not after 3 years, it's not after 4 years, it's after 1, 2, 3. As in, I was 18. I was 18 at the time. Because I got married when I was 1 year old. So, generally, women have that intuition that tells them, child. So, even with your friends, you know when to. Generally, I am very secure with my friends. Because I have a certain level of respect for them. Because I have seen how they deal with their situations themselves. So, if I'm to leave Bev with my ex, even if they're going for like, I don't mind, and she's in my inner circle because I know her vibe and I know her energy. But when the intuition says there's something, don't linger that one. Don't say, oh yeah, I'm just being dramatic, girl. Let no one tell you you're being dramatic if your intuition is the one that's talking.
Yeah, there's also people who you want to talk about our kids?
She love lost.
The ones who were being sent for memes on social media. T.O. she was posting memes about us at T.O. Women in this Nairobi.
We need to talk about. We have June. What you mean? We got. Ooh, child, guys. Listen.
Hey.
Yes, this we need to talk about. I hadn't even remember. After seeing nilikuwa nimesahau ya ukweli. I'm wondering, what?
Hey, we've seen it.
Let me tell you, if generally, I think we said this in one of the other videos. I don't know if it's gone live, if it's still in our files, but we said this and we're repeating it again. If your man decides to sleep with someone else,
not your man, your ex,
even your ex, like either, it's whatever. Take it up with your man. Leave the other girl alone. She owes you nothing. Like even in the case of my auntie took it up with her husband. Hey, excuse me, what do you think you're doing? You know. So if you're taking it up with this other woman, this other woman doesn't owe you anything.
And she might also think that we're on your side. You know, how stupid will you look fighting the main and you're on her side? Kerere, tuache.
You know that happened to me. Tuache. Do you know that happened to Nihlali? Nihlali is one of my favorite YouTubers from SA. Literally, she was in a whole relationship with this man. Used to send her flowers, nini. Turns out, she was a side. She was not the main. She found out at the end of the relationship.
He bought her the car.
No. She bought her own car.
No, like
the flowers.
No, he bought her something extravagant for Sijui reaching 100k subscribers or something.
He bought her. He had framed a photo of her written. You know the way sometimes the YouTube 100k subscriber award. Chelewas to come, so he made his own, sent it to her, sent her a whole, you know those bouquets of flowers you see on Instagram, red and rich and many, like you can't even hold them. Sent her that. He did something else, I don't remember what it was. No, bought her a pair of YSL heels. That's what he did, as in YSL from the YSL store.
Cheat, surely.
And how rich is he? Okay, I'm not sure if this is the one who was she was a side chick. I don't know, but generally there's this time she had a whole relationship. She kept thinking he was cheating, but she was the one who he was cheating with. You get, like, she was the side chick the whole relationship. So imagine umeenda
pick it up with the woman surely, and you find out you're not even the side chick, you're a concubine. Where will you hide your shame? Where you know, it's better if I come to you as a woman and tell you, cheeky baby girl, I think we're being cheated on. What do we do? Because most of the times both of you don't know. Yeah, both of you don't know.
You better listen.
So why are you picking it up with a woman? Pick it up with your man, because huyo ndo ako kwa relationship na wewe. Huyo dem hayuko. Okay, she might be because you're sharing. But at the end of the day, she doesn't owe you anything. So when you pick your fights, pick wisely, because now you're coming here to make a full lot of yourself. First of all, this person was an ex.
Me and Sheila experienced.
Hey guys,
at the beginning of our relationship, we experienced an experience of our life. I've never experienced something like that before.
Same, and all the drama. You know, I was sitting like, guy, as in, who? Okay, sawa. Nairobi.
Nairobi. Well, but anyway, it is what it is. And then to make it worse,
what's wrong? To make
it worse,
what is funny?
I don't want to become Sakim Tony Kuji. I don't want anyone to come for me, so I'll hold my horse.
So at the end of the day, please, it all depends. Okay, we won't say yes or no because this is not a yes or no area, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because there's some things you just can't fight. If these people are soulmates, let them be. If they've decided they want to whatever, let them be. I mean, if it's your ex, then it's your ex. Unless you're those people for coming back, going back, which is also okay because it took me 10 months to move on from my ex. So if any of my friends wange masquerade to hapo next to him, mgenipata, mgenijua, but I'm different. Maybe Kogi is those ones who move on immediately. Like, I have a friend of mine, actually, she moved on like this. Like, ile ukweli hivi, because she was just done with the guy. So if she hears someone else with the guy, she's like, it's whatever. I mean, I'm done with him, so you can do whatever, you know. So there are always messy cases, there are straightforward cases. So there's no particular way of saying it's a yes or no. Because at the end of the day, people feel what they feel. You can't dictate at it just because it's your friend. I mean, they owe you loyalty.
That's
but
very important.
Yeah, at the end of
people
the day,
feel,
exactly.
feel.
You can't dictate that you feel like this. You can't do that.
Just because you're my friend. Yeah.
So yeah.
Those are our 2 cents about hooking up with your friend's ex. To each their own. Number one, we don't judge. I think we're both those people who we've been shitty human beings.
We have.
So for that reason, we don't really judge other people for their actions or their decisions. We try and understand the rationale and the reasoning behind what they're doing and why they're doing what they're doing. But generally, like, this is a very judgment-free zone. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. If wewe ni wa kutafuta masponyo, to each their own. Kama yangu ni kwenda 9 to 5, it is what it is. Kama ya Sheila ni brand collaboration, as in, at the end of the day, it's by the way, it's for you and it's about you. It's not about other people. It's not about what other people will say. If this thing is bringing you peace and it's bringing you happiness, even if other people are not in support of it, it is what it is. It would be better if they're in support of it, but then it's not for them. It's not for them to understand.
Yeah.
It's for you.
It's for you and the person you're stealing or
you know. So, and again, if someone is being stolen from you, if it was me, I would let them go. You know what I mean? Like, if why do I have to?
Come on,
as in, let me, by the way, in fact, here is his luggage, suitcase well packed, go with him. Make sure you don't turn back. You might become like Lot's wife. Don't turn back, sis. You know what I mean? Like, just go.
It's true, actually. You know, if someone anaitikia kuibiwa, then you're in no position to be there. Because it says, if you're in love with 2 people, pick the second one. Because if you're in love with the first one, you will be in love with the second one. So,
for the second one,
if your man's is being stolen, let him go.
It will hurt. You will cry. You will cry.
And I see them posting on Instagram,
but you will be okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
You will be fine.
Bigger things are coming your way. Bigger things are coming your way, and I mean bigger, literally. So. I don't know what is wrong with this girl today, but what I mean is, you can't. God can let something out of your life if it's not planning for something bigger. You know, it might be it might not be what you want, but it might be what you need. And I'm learning to discern that every day. I might want at yours 6 foot, maybe Mungu amenipangia 5 foot, na ni sawa tu, maisha itaendelea, I'll be happy. You know, it's better than someone taking you for granted and you're in love with them and then they're cheating on you. Yeah.
So on this note, Biko, Jackson Biko. He's been on his site. He's been doing a series called Men and Marriage, and he's also now started. He finished the series a few weeks ago, and now he started Women and Marriage. Yeah. There is this lady. I read this story and I was so moved. So this lady and this guy were in campus together. Most of the time, that's how most of these stories start, because I haven't experienced it because I haven't been to campus during the day. The people who I was in campus with, they were married. They were either young like me or they were married. So, as in, someone is hitting on you. No, if someone was hitting on you, they just wanted to sleep with you and move on. So generally, in campus you meet, you guys are studying together, you're seeing how this person carries themselves, you fall in love with them. So this lady ended up working for one of the big 4 accounting firms in the country, and then this guy was an engineer. I mean, they were both studying different courses, but they were both in UN. When they graduated, he got a good job with an engineering firm. She got a good job with one of the big four.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was rich, stinking rich. But he became what you can, like what I imagine Subaru guys are. No offense to Subaru guys.
Mm-hmm. All the offense.
I'm whispering.
All the offense.
Don't come for me. Because of you I have met. Anyway, so he started drinking, sleeping out, as in Aquanam treat vizuri. So this lady, she went to somewhere in Northeastern, I think. I'm not sure where, for a while. She met this guy with his black leather jacket. He was a Nduthi guy. She came back. She thought, oh, having a kid with this guy will solve everything. She had a kid. They were successful. But her and this other guy from Samburu or somewhere, let's call it Samburu, but I'm not sure. They kept keeping in touch, like they used to call and talk. And she always thought of him as a friend, like the way you'd think of someone like your best friend, someone you can go to because he listens. Because her husband or fiance, I used to listen. So I don't remember if she got the kid with the engineer or not, but eventually she decided, you know what, I'm not gonna take this crap anymore. I deserve so much better. So she left, and this other guy used to tell her, I pray for you and you'll be my wife one day. This lady is used to a certain level of lifestyle. This guy is a Nduthi guy in Samburu. Sis, your ex is engineer, making the 6 figures and networking and all of that you can imagine. But she ended up with, it's a long story, I'll put the link to the article on the description box, but in the end she ended up with a guy from Samburu because he moved to Nairobi and everything. And she was asked if you were like, do you ever wonder if you had to go back to the engineer because he has more money, because now you're the breadwinner.
Yes,
this guy, he didn't have an education because he was from Shags. So here he's tried doing projects like farming things, and they were not working. They worked for a while and then they failed. But she said she wouldn't trade the relationship they have for anything. She doesn't mind being the breadwinner because he gives her something that, because she said, I was with a rich man. You need to understand that, because most women assume I need a man with this and that and the other.
Don't I know it?
But generally, she was like, I was with a rich man, like a stinking rich man. He was doing well, but he was a piece of shit. And now I'm with this guy who he doesn't really offer me much in terms of money. But the kind of support, he prays for me every evening. If you were to ask him the projects I'm working on for the next 3 to 10 years, he will tell you in detail. That engineer wouldn't have known any of that. So generally what I'm trying to say is that whatever works for you works for you, because I'm imagining even her folks were like, uliwachana na engineer,
the audacity,
kukuwa pala mtu mwenye alikuwa na Nduthi Samburu na huko hata hana kazi, all his projects are failing.
Hana kazi,
because people
hana kazi,
because it's people can talk. This were your campus friends, chini ya maji behind your back, they're like, hey, Shirona cheesy because aliwachana aje na Jemo na sahi yako na sijui.
Why did you choose Jemo? Surely
they were the ones that came top of my
wow, okay.
But generally what works for you works for you, because now she's so happy. They have a child, he takes care of the child. She's at work the whole day, comes back, hana stress. She's not worried, where is my husband? My husband is here. There's food in the evening. I get to find my baby awake so we can read her a bedtime story before she sleeps. As in, she has peace and happiness.
Exactly.
So whatever brings you that peace, that happiness, regardless of what it is, hopefully it doesn't hurt other people, go for it.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's when that. Yeah. Drops mic.
Grabs drink.
So I know you were expecting like a yes or no, then debate. As per, we are woke people.
Yeah,
it's whatever. I mean, in Nairobi, first of all, we are all sleeping. Okay, no, you guys are all sleeping with each other's exes and all. So it's whatever. Anyway, Nairobi is small. A person you like, you might not even know it's your friends, for those who have American friends man.
Yeah.
Kumbe you're in love with this person, then unaenda kuambia beshte yako, then uko like, ati who, what's his name? Ati Kevo who?
Jesus,
you don't.
Lord.
Jesus is Lord. You don't even know ni wabeshte yako. You're just like, wow. And I've
Yeah.
already committed to this man. So it's whatever. Do what you like.
Yeah.
As
But
long
don't
as
try
you're
and
you're
hurt.
sane. You're sane. As long as you're sane. Like
Yeah.
you're not doing it out of spite or out of
Yes.
revenge, or as long
You're
as
not
you're
trying
sane.
to hurt
You're
anyone.
not
You're just trying to
exactly.
do what's best for you.
Yeah.
And if it hurts other people in the process, too bad. But as in, see, ati, because of your maliciousness that you're trying to get back at Sheila or get back at whoever, let me tell you, life is short. You don't have time to start getting back at people. Leave that to God. He has time. You don't have time.
Literally, you don't have time. You might be getting back to people and forget and miss what actually was meant for you, and now you're miserable when other people are thriving. And who is there to blame? Your damn ass. So yeah, that said, those few remarks said,
Can you see how much Sheila has drunk, guys?
surely this was chased.
No, but still, it's like a cocktail.
So you want to say I'm what? I'm a drunkard?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you see mine because the glass is blue. You can't really see.
Okay.
But yes, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments. What's your take on, hooking up with your friend, or you hooking up with your friend's ex?
Would you
Or the other way
not?
round?
Why would you not? Why would you? It's a free world.
Yes, and we really, those of you who are always commenting, we see you. We appreciate you.
Maybe we should do a giveaway one of these days. We should actually, and those who give us constructive feedback.
Criticism,
Oh my god,
yeah.
thank you so much for y'all.
Yeah, because this is a whole learning process for us. We're learning this vlogging, sitting and talking thing. We're learning editing. We're learning software. We're learning as we go. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for subscribing and for always coming back to watch our videos. We hope that we always give you, some insight, and we're very happy to hear your insight, by the way. That's why we're always encouraging you to comment. Not for nothing, but because we want to learn something. Like the other day, this girl commented in our favorites video, and it was such a helpful comment.
The one for
I think
apple
it's your
cider.
best friend, yes.
Who?
Mwagema.
Mwageme.
Anyway,
No.
Missy Dre.
She did comment.
But there's someone who commented with
Taragon,
it.
actually. Was it Taragon?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it was her.
Mm.
It was someone. It was another name. I'm bad with names, but generally about ACV soaking your braids, and I'm like, that kind of feedback.
It was Whitney.
Yes, Whitney helped.
Yes.
Like all of you, we love you. We're so grateful for your support. Thank you so much.
Bye. Have a lovely week ahead.
Bye.